What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View, and here on a long but nice Monday. Long time no see, everybody. It's not like you're seeing a lot of us lately. If you don't know already, I am Jake Berlin, your host, and I am joined by the regular POV crew here. Oh, God, I keep forgetting, and he's going to get mad at me. Boom. There we go.
Boom.
Sorry, Jake Yakavetta, if you're watching or if you're watching on replay. My bad. Yes, the usual crew is here. We have Molly Damon right below me. How you doing?
Good. Pretty just mundane start to the week. Nothing special going on.
Jill, how about you?
I'm very hungry, but I'm here. So, I'm going to make myself a nice big hearty dinner after this, but I'm excited to get this week started. Just another week of match after match after match after match after match after match.
So we have 5 reactions, but there's 7 total matches, which is just
party.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're good. We're ready.
Yeah. Brian, how you hanging out over there, man?
Probably the same as you. Keep you
Today was
probably up all
miserable.
night.
Today
Yeah.
was miserable.
We had
so
crazy weather.
Well, we've been talking lately about how Sacramento has been in this heat wave, which it is. And today was like the worst of it because it wasn't just like 110 degrees. The sun was nowhere to be found, and it was just muggy all day long. It was awful. But what he's referring to last night, it literally felt like God was punishing us. There were thunderstorms everywhere. Like it was raining. I had never experienced something like that. Like Kylo, he doesn't usually get scared by stuff. He went in my closet last night and he was like freaking out. Aww. Yeah, it was like a really aggressively and Brian and I are like 30 minutes away, so it was crazy over there too, Brian.
I slept through it.
Oh my goodness.
Not that bad.
I'm assuming I woke up a bunch of times last night, and I'm usually a pretty solid sleeper. So I'm assuming every time I woke up, it was some kind of thunder or something. But yeah,
wild.
it was. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's humid, which is not a typical thing, right? It's like 30-something% humidity, and that's not a thing here.
That's nothing.
So
That's Molly's like, that's just an average Tuesday for us over here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
us
it's 100
Californians
degrees.
are like, humidity? What the heck is happening?
Yeah, it's 100 degrees with 30% humidity, looking like it's gonna rain.
God, no.
And yeah, I don't know what's going on. Next is the fire tornado is going to find its way up here.
Fire tornadoes.
Well, and it started to get windy later in the day, which is where that comes from. So who knows? That could definitely be happening at some point, or at least we can be getting some kind of fire, which is very unfortunate. What's up, Mr. Yakavetta? Thank you for joining us. Yes.
He beat him to it.
Yes. Okay, so with all that out of the way, yes, we are here. It is the first match of the week, and we have from what people are saying in the chat, a very funny one to watch, which I'm excited about. Obviously,
it's Lon.
It's Lon.
It's Lon and Winston. Yes, it's great. But we also have the return of Sabina Graves, which is awesome, playing for Sam Levine and the usual suspects.
Yes.
Obviously, this is the suspects need the points right now. We just saw Lon come off the loss on Friday for Final Exam playing Shazam. And so he's getting back into the swing of things of singles. I'm looking forward to the match because it's the first official match of the first round, which is awesome. We're in it. We are here. We have a lot of matches to go, but we are kicking it off with this one. So let's just go around the table real quick and give some of the thoughts and predictions. And Jill, I'll start with you on this one.
I'm gonna root for Sabina on this one. I want a lady to take the W, and I also know that the suspects need those points right now. But it's Lon Harris. Lon is going to be a tough one to beat, and I love watching him compete. He's entertaining as all heck. So I'm going to be honest, whatever the outcome is of today, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm just happy for a fun match.
Damn. Damn.
Got you. Got you.
Molly, who are you picking?
Same. I really would love to see Sabina win. I went back and watched her team's match with Irwin, and I don't know. She could be rusty. She could have been studying this whole time, like really preparing to get into the single stuff. yeah, I'm excited to see her play. Obviously, I got to root for my faction mate. But yeah, Lon, as much as his character is like, I don't want to do this, it's Lon, and he knows his stuff. So it'll be interesting.
Brian?
I'm picking Lon because I don't want to see his character go away. Because if he
Valid.
loses it, he's done. I'm not going to see it probably for the rest of the year. So yeah, literally just for that reason.
All right, fair enough.
Just for these selfish reasons that we just want to see.
100%, 100% selfish.
Yeah. I too am going to go with Lon on this one, and it's based off of the fact that I think him with Winston and him with Final Exam has really kind of elevated his game, much more so than when he was the professor, playing with JTE or his brother, or even in singles back then. I just feel like he's a different player now. And I think that he could ride a long way in this tournament. And I think that this is going to be the first match he does so. All right. Well, with that out of the way, shall we get to the business here and get to the first official match of the first round?
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
All right.
Oh, let's go.
Got the board.
Board time. Do.
All right.
What
We
is
are
Mark
right before the
wearing?
promo starts. Hopefully the
I had
sound
it.
is on. It should be.
Mark Ellis.
What is Mark Ellis wearing?
Is it a backwards hat?
Is a hat.
Casually fashionable.
Yeah.
It's a casual Monday.
Oh, thank goodness. Have you guys seen Lon? Because I haven't.
That jerk Taco kicked me out, so I had to find a new spot, but here I am in the woods.
I've been just drifting around, just trying to make my scene, figure out where the action is now that it's Quar and everybody's kind of locked up, but me.
Some stuff has gone missing around my home the last few weeks. So if you know anything about that, Lon, and I'm betting you do, a phone call would be very much appreciated.
I've decided to return to the league, and I will be joining the usual suspects.
Usual suspects, Sam Levine.
Sabina is finally going to get a chance to show people how great a player she is. I know what an amazing player she is because I've been training with her, watching her. She is the bomb.
Being a part of the usual suspects has been so much
love
fun,
the shirt.
and working with Sam
I think
has
I had that
been,
shirt.
like, an incredible
Really? Nice.
experience. I'm really
That's
nervous
from
for the
Ashley
match
Eckstein,
today,
right?
But I keep
Her
hearing that
store, I
Lon
think?
might not entirely be all
universe, or-
there.
Yeah.
I think her universe has that. Yeah.
Want to be as studious anymore and just really just lives life the way he wants to live it has been beneficial to him.
I thought maybe if I dressed like him and went out into the world that, maybe I would be able to just kind of figure it out. Maybe people would treat me like him. It didn't work out that way.
This is my container, as you can see. Pretty big
container.
container. It's pretty big inside. I would show you inside, but there is no light in there, natural or otherwise. So
It might not be as challenging as I would expect. Who knows?
Look, I hate that her first match in this tournament has to be in this virtual setting. I know it's not ideal for everyone, but in this particular instance, I'm glad. I don't want her to have to be in the same room as Lon Harris. I don't want to be in the same room as Lon Harris.
If you guys have seen him anywhere, just tweet me where you seen Lon, and we'll go from there. Jesus.
don't tell Winston that you've heard from me. And I will check you guys next time on the Schmo Beat.
Schmo Beat party.
Oh, goodness.
Sabina doesn't have a nickname. She needs a nickname.
Does she not?
You don't have one?
No,
What?
I didn't have one next to it.
What?
Lavender? Yes, it is. Old Spice.
Maybe they'll reveal it during the
dare they?
maybe Christian will reveal it during the match.
Maybe
Oh,
it's
maybe.
maybe it's just Sabina. There's no R. Graves.
That'd be clever.
Maybe it's Grave Digger.
Mine.
Ooh.
Is that the same ad 2 times in a row? Goodness.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we need
I
that Old
really-
Spice.
With no skip either.
Where
really want you to get
everyone
that Old
really
Spice.
wants Old Spice, man.
Gotta get SEN that ad money.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even
Yes.
think that Lon even really knows where he is. Bringing in the manager of the usual suspects, Sam Levine, and Winston Marshall of Swag.
Orlando Swag.
Lando
Museum.
Swag
No
Brisbane.
bad blood to you guys.
Beautiful.
But Winston,
Beautiful.
last week, big loss with Frank Moran. This is a different. We talked about your big dogs here, and you got one of them with Lon Harris. How
here
you
you go.
feeling going into this match?
I want to talk about that.
I thought I wasn't going to cover Molly's face on that one. Cover Molly's face on that one.
I've maybe only heard to say like kind of high in passing, but you have to understand, Entourage is my favorite show. Not Another Teen Movie was like one of my favorite movies. I've never got to just like meet Sam Levine, so this is like I'm like fangirling out here right now. Oh my god,
Sam.
Oh, this is such an honor for me too. I don't.
What's a
think
Vanderflug?
Is that a true story?
Not sure.
I honestly, if it happened before, I don't know. I probably faded, so I don't even know what I mean.
Well, look, now
you Schmodown kids, you're so sweet looking up to your old friend like this.
Winston, I know that once the lights come up, it's going to be you focusing on what you need to do for your competitor. So, Winston, you can downplay what.
Thank you,
happened
Mr.
in the play-in
Iacovetta.
match, but it's gotta
Thank
take a
you.
little bit. So, is there
Yeah,
any
smash
as
that like
this one?
button.
vengeance
It's in
you
the
wanna
in the
take
description,
from
guys.
that
If you want any
into
type of
this
questions for us,
I
it's
mean,
in the
it's
description.
one of those situations
Gotta
we
smack that
talked
like
about it
button.
as a faction, and everybody's a little pissed. And the other three know, Liz, Paul, and Lon all know, hey, we gotta avenge Frank early on. And I think that what's great about that is that just gave us fire
Avenge
even
him.
more. So it was already there because like Paul wants his belt back. Lon just wants alcohol, so that's easy to,
I know what
And then
that's
Liz
like,
wants to also
Lon.
prove herself too. So
Preach.
Lord knows, after losing Frank and knowing that now they got to really step it up, they're all ready to go. Despite what Lon will tell you, because he was digging through trash when I found him. Like literally, as people were throwing out McDonald's wrappers on the highway, he was just like,
Oh, now I want
cool,
McDonald's.
cool. So there is a little focus we had to get here, but he's ready.
Sam, look, we
Yeah.
talked about the beginning, the standings here. You guys are a little lower in the standings. This is a big tournament. You've been involved in tournaments in the past. You've won 2 tournaments in the past. You know how much goes into into these things. So tell me a little bit about how are the suspects and Sabina going into this? How are you guys feeling?
We feel great. I had a terrific study session with Sabina over the weekend and several other members of the Usual Suspects faction. And I got to tell you, where their heads are at, where their knowledge is at, they have been practicing.
Yeah, Molly's bringing the Star Wars question.
15-second shot clock on every single
Heck yeah.
question so that players were
Starger here with a very,
familiar
very
with
important
timing,
comment.
with knowing exactly
I
when
know.
to ask.
I don't
Should they
get
use them.
angry though.
And
I don't think
yeah,
do.
I think
Sean may
Sabina is absolutely ready. She
disagree
knows what
with
her
that statement.
strengths are. She knows
But
areas. That she
anytime
needs to
anyone's
work
going
on,
to
and
bring
I know
up
she
some
has
kind of
been.
food, I'm just
And
going to go, oh, that
mostly,
sounds so
I
good
just
right now.
look. The truth is,
Luckily, it's
Winston
not a
and I are
Kalinowski
good
man.
friends, and Winston, I'm very
Oh,
worried.
no, thank
Your
God it's
Funko
not a
Pops,
Kalinowski
they're in a
man.
very
Oh,
dangerous
now I'm
position.
now I
where
want a
they are.
drumstick.
That is
Dang
not
it.
earthquake safe,
I learned my
my friend.
lesson the first
Hey,
few
I don't
shows
want those
I
things
did
slide
without
off,
eating beforehand.
Smack you on the skull in the night.
I always
No, no, it's all
Came
good.
straight
It's all
from
good.
work. I
had
have no
put it
time.
originally over
I
my
always
bed
eat
because
before
I
a
put it
show
so
now.
that wouldn't happen. I got it
I should
first
just
through
have like a
shuffled it.
snack bowl
So it's all
of just
good.
like
It's all
Chex
Star Wars. I got the
Mix or like Cheez-Its
Well,
just here.
You guys are about to go
It's
ahead.
not a bad idea.
First
Like a
tournament
snack.
match, 50 tournament match. Plans are.
If you want to get
done.
Jake, give him a little
Lon
jar of
Harris,
Skittles.
Sabina Graves. Are you ready?
Ooh, wait.
All right, good.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, what? Oh,
Is that, like,
oh,
hidden?
like, they're not
I got
What are you
Starbursts.
talking
We're
about?
fine.
You've been
Everything's
drinking-
okay.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Skittles, and I was gonna
Not
lose my
quite
mind
yet,
if it was
but
gonna be
ladies and
Skittles.
gentlemen,
Nah, they're Starbursts.
uh,
Starbursts are far
Sam Levine
superior candy.
and Winston. In the way
He
remark, they are
cannot
ready to
resist
go.
a
It
Skittle.
looks like it anyway.
I can't
Well,
resist.
so
The same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
If Christian wasn't drinking with Lon on
When
the
we
side
were
of the highway,
first,
we know
like
he was
we had talked about before,
grilling
when we had
chicken
first
on the
started
side
to
of the
shoot the
road.
show at
It's what he's
Brian's
famous
house for our other
Christian, I know
show,
your next question.
he,
Yeah, I'm ready to get this thing
because
going
I had gifted him all
maybe
these things
the
for his
apartments
backdrop,
are
he got me a
earthquake safe.
big
This
old
match
thing of
is
Skittles
gonna
and
get
just
shaky.
stuck it by the
All
control
right, Mark,
station.
so if you
And so
are
during the show, I would
ready,
just be sitting there,
ladies
just
and gentlemen,
picking at
it's
Skittles
time
the entire
for
time.
the movie
Man.
trivia
Literally, it was
showdown.
like a jar.
Oh
Like that
goodness!
big.
It's just
Damn.
Same ad.
I think they're trying to tell the Schmodown fans that we need deodorant. I think that's what. I
Maybe.
think that's what
Or
happened.
maybe it's because it's lawn. Maybe
So-
lawn.
Real
Oh, that's
Real
a good
talk,
one.
what is everyone's favorite Starburst flavor?
Now,
Pink.
Red.
introducing
Oh, what?
first,
Red? What
Have
is
you ever
wrong with
had
you?
have you ever had
Pink.
the sour Starburst?
usual
No.
suspect
Oh, those are good.
making
Although when I go to Jamba Juice, I get a
singles
pink gummy.
The pink gummy bear.
Pink Starburst.
Starburst.
I'm thinking of the shot, the pink gummy bear shot.
All right, so
yes,
no
Kermit
nickname.
the Frog.
No nickname.
It is a pleasure to have you here. Glad that you're here. So, look, you haven't.
We'll have
been
to tweet
in the
after. Where's
league
Sabina's
in over a season
nickname?
or two,
Oh, I'm sure
and
Christian's
now
already heard it today
joining
from all the
usual
fans.
Suspects, joining with that crew. So once again, I know you talked about a little
I'm sure the
bit
chat
earlier
was
this
blowing
evening,
up
why the
earlier.
decision to sign with Sam. and,
Brandon, yellow Starburst.
Someone said yellow.
Yellow.
I'm actually a fan of yellow.
Enthusiastic.
I don't think there's one that I don't
movie-loving
like.
people that I
Red.
felt at home.
How dare
What? You don't like the red ones?
The red ones
Not
are
really.
color.
You know,
Are
like
you
I'm
crazy?
excited to continue to
All right,
move
okay.
forward
I'll
in
get pink
the
one
league,
next.
So I
Yellow
thought this was like a natural.
Sean, can you answer us a question?
Yeah, I
Does
see
Jill
that
get
adorable
hangry?
Baby Yoda
He's gonna
over
say
your
yeah.
She-
shoulder.
if
And
she
Baby
says
Yoda's
no.
famous for
I need to
Say
know
yeah.
this now.
not easy being green. So is it easy being green?
Ooh,
in
I like
terms
her
of being rookie?
shirt.
And not only
E.T.,
being
the
rookie
E.T.
in
ride?
single match, but also
Yeah.
having it be in this tournament format. Do you feel nerves? Do you feel excitement? What's your anxiety level?
You know,
I always have constant anxiety, but
We have
Catch
a
these
friend.
hands, he says.
We have a friend who is like uber creeped out by ET, and
more, and
E.T.
we
is
went.
kind of creepy
kind of
looking.
like
We
I
made
might
him
take
do
to
that
it
ride with us.
sometime. You know, I
Oh my
haven't
God.
had
Oh
the
my God.
best track yet. I think we've only I've only gotten one match that I've won so far, and that was with the Superhero News team. But you know, I also have the experience of having been on the table.
That's
for
with
the
Sean
free-for-all,
Gerber, right?
and I
Yes.
went up against some heavy hitters then, and I managed to stay on that table. for a
See,
while,
Sean says
so
it's not exactly
even though I might get a
hangry.
little bit
I
of
don't get
imposter
angry. I
syndrome,
just
I'm
kind of
like,
like
you know what?
shut down.
I can do it.
Like
Before we bring in your
I don't get
opponent
mad,
here,
I just get
Sabina,
kind of, like,
so Ron Harris
emotionless.
obviously has been in the Schmodown, and he came in as
So
a very
stone-faced.
arrogant professor, and now he
Sure.
calls himself the delinquent. He doesn't.
I get
is there
I get
anything that
depression
you've seen
hunger.
from
Like I
Lon
just
that
get
you
like
think that
no
this-
emotions.
How do you read?
Oh,
someone like
I'm
an
hungry.
opponent like Lon Harris going into this match?
Oh man.
I like a little bit of a chaos agent.
All right, Molly,
Honestly,
you're getting
yeah, I
elevated.
don't know what we're gonna get. I mean, I think
Watch
last
this
time
magic.
I might have been at the table
Oh,
with
goodness.
him. He was, you know,
He's gonna bounce out
more
and sign out, and then
scholarly
he wants his face to be
and,
covered from
you
now
know,
on.
the pressure. So now he's like maybe a
The
little
magic
bit off the rails,
of
but you know what? That's fun. Let's do
Stream-
it.
StreamYard?
Internet.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sabina.
I will say
we're
though,
waiting
so
for
I think
the
I'm gonna
moment.
start
We'll see in
suggesting because
just
they
a
ask for suggestions after each stream.
And
I think I'm gonna start for a suggestion that the comment box to be on the other side,
representing
on the right side rather than the left side.
with a record
Yeah.
It would make it
of
just a little bit
4
better.
wins, 4
Sean, what is a
defeats.
human lump?
He is the 2000.
Oh.
Becomes a human lump.
I'm becoming, like I said, I'm just like I'm emotionless. Apparently that means I'm a lump.
He is
All right, let's see if
the
this works.
delinquent.
Oh
No.
no!
Hold on,
This
hold
is
on.
just
Let me see-
where I'm
hold on. Here we go.
We tried.
Here we go. Hold on. Let's do this.
Oh, no,
Oh
no,
my
no,
goodness.
no.
Now it's chill.
Sorry.
Now it's
Hey,
chill.
what's up, guys?
Goodness.
It's alright.
We're having a couple C's before the big show. You know.
We'll figure it out at some
Um,
When we
point.
get
I like
started.
them.
Can I
The
ask you something honestly?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
That's not your house, is it?
my this is not a house, but certainly not mine. Whatever it is, no. These people are not around for quarantine. And
I
they
would laugh so
foolishly left
hard
a a
if Sam
window
Levine just
slightly
came from the
unlocked.
back and like, what the hell are you doing in my house?
Get out of my house.
Wherever you are, no one knows that you're there.
Or like Rachel comes and
I
she's
mean,
like,
a few people know, but not the
"Who's
people
that?"
who own.
and just walks away.
Just my crew. You know, some of the swag crew. You know, come through. If people want to roll through.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think if Winston knew that you were there, he'd probably ask you to leave. But
Oh no! Don't tell that guy. He's been trying to find me for forever. I'm sort of dodgy. So yeah, do not. If you see Winston, do not tell him you've seen me.
Lon, Lon, why are you in somebody's house? Stop making me break into places. Do you know how dangerous that is for me? Stop it.
A bunch of narcs.
All right.
Oh my god.
Mark, do you have a question for the? I don't know what you're going to get out of him, but do you have anything?
I mean, I'm disappointed. You fell from such heights, Lon. You used to be in an ivory tower, smoking your pipe, having tenure at an esteemed university.
Yeah.
And now you're here. Have you been at least? Do the people whose house you're stealing have a Blu-ray player?
I mean,
How does one steal a house?
Borrowing.
I mean,
please.
it could be on wheels.
They didn't have a Blu-ray player. I had to go get one myself.
This
But
could
it
also
turns
be
out-
like a really, really good green screen background.
That's very true.
Although we'll find out when if he uses a green marker.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's see how his internet is today.
So this is a question I don't even know if I should ask.
Okay,
but I'm
guys,
gonna
I
ask
feel
you.
better. I'm about
You're-
15
You're
Starburst in.
playing in a
We're good.
match here today.
Oh my God.
And
I've
you
only
just
seen you eat yellow ones too.
I've had
competed
a lot of
against
yellow
her in
ones.
free for all. You have
Wait, what was the free for all? I have no memory of this.
fair enough. And now you're on
Fair
you're on
enough.
action, and
Neither
you-
do we this year.
You win
Aw.
today. Any thoughts?
Uh,
Yeah, any thoughts on any of that? Were you aware of any of that, or you're just kind of here today?
How much does each point, like, what's the cash value on each point?
A nap in a motel.
Oh,
I like
that-
naps.
That's pretty
Naps
good.
are pretty
All right,
good.
I'll take
Me
that.
too.
I'll take a
I do
nap.
have one more question.
I'll
for you
take
guys.
one too. Anytime.
Can I crash with?
If
flying
it's Old
Jesus?
Spice, then you know it's directed towards lawn.
Oh.
Okay,
All right.
there we go.
While this
Again.
ad's going, let's see if I can figure out this thing real quick. Hold on.
It is.
Let's see.
Old Spice. It's for me.
But I like the smell of it.
Hi. Oh, no. No.
Ah!
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna figure it out
I don't
eventually.
know how we
It's
lost,
fine.
lost you.
No, you can keep me out of this conversation. You already know my answer, Christian.
No, I removed them on purpose. Mark. All right, so we're going to bring back now both Lon and Sabina.
All right.
And all right, so the competitors are here,
Oh, wait. I need to do my
one of them
whiteboard.
is
Hold on.
locked in.
One more Starburst.
locked in, and now we are going to read the rules of round number one.
Okay.
Elias.
I had way too many.
Oh, are we gonna do it? We can go back and forth. No, that's all right. I got this one. In round number one, it's 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie, trivia, schmodown, and know-how. As soon as we ask the question, you have about 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on whatever whiteboard surface you provided for yourself with whatever writing utensil you prefer, or whichever one the people whose house you stole have
What?
in
Where
their
did-
cupboard.
What the
Bye,
hell?
Brian.
Brian's still trying to get.
There's
Yeah,
the gun,
yeah.
the gum. The teacher's
It's fine. It's too
1
late.
point per
It's all
question.
okay.
Okay, so while
Penalty
Brian's
for
doing
missing a
that,
question, there is no-
very easy rules for us. Whiteboard if you've not joined us before. Thank you for joining us. If it's your first time, if you're just back, thank you for being back. We're going to be playing each and every question and have a good time doing it. So
Let's go.
everybody enjoy, and of course, you are more than welcome to play along in the comments. We can open up our private chat and not pay attention to the comments, and so you are free to play along. Boom!
There we go. We
Yay.
did it. It only took us 27 tries, you guys.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
Star Drew, that is why we keep trying.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
Out of the waiting room to do this.
So high up.
The round.
So high up. Whoa.
Hands up. Much appreciated. Thank you.
You don't have to pray, but
No, well,
Don't have
especially
to
what
pray.
Nina's doing right now, but this is a children's show.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Push the play button.
All right, let's.
This is a hot mess.
God.
Are you ready?
Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Still
Hot
okay.
Goodness.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Then let's get ready to Schmodown. Round number one, question number
Yes.
one. We start with
Yes.
action adventure. Alicia Vikander and Dominic West star in which 2018 video game adaptation?
Ooh, almost got that wrong.
Christian, I like what Sam Levine said about the 15
better
second
of the
shot
3.
clock. When you're
By the way.
sport brain, how did you not come up with calling it a shot clock?
The better of the
5,
3? Oh, then I might have gotten this one wrong.
3,
Not
2,
necessarily.
1. Pens down, please.
I said Ready Player One.
I did
Oh,
too.
yes.
Oh
Molly.
no!
Is that not a video game?
It's a video game.
It's definitely a
Oh.
video game movie. It's definitely a video
Yeah,
game movie.
I would call that a video game movie. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
100%.
based off
I
a
agree with
video
you.
game, but
I agree
It's
with you.
Tomb Raider.
Fine.
I did not see that Tomb
I didn't do
Raider.
that.
And your question.
So good.
What 1993 crime drama starring Robert De Niro and Chaz Palminteri is about a devoted father who battles the local crime boss for the life of his son?
Heavy sigh.
That's me.
I wanted.
I'm not even gonna.
have a
I'm not
personalized
even
license
gonna
plate, I thought you
humiliate
did.
myself. I,
5,
just-
I don't even know something that would come
4,
out in 93.
I
Like,
don't.
2,
I don't know.
1. Pens
Wait,
down,
wait.
please. Lon?
I have a Bronx Tale.
That is
Oh.
correct. Sabina?
Sure.
Geppetto.
Yes,
Nice.
Geppetto.
Nice.
I like her little whiteboard sign. It's like
I
a
do
little,
too.
like- I like
That is
it.
good. Thank you very much. 2-1. All right, next question. Here we go.
Geppetto.
Question. Dramas. Who directed 2012
Oh.
Magic Mike.
I don't know.
I love that movie. I don't know who directed
I've
it.
never seen
There's
that movie.
way more important things happening in that movie than who directed it. Just saying.
Other things to pay attention to in that movie than who was behind the camera.
By the way, that as
Two.
far as a film
Dare
goes, that
you.
movie's incredible.
Pens down, please.
I've never
and
seen
on.
It's Steven Soderbergh.
It
Sure.
is. Sabina?
I started writing.
Jane Fonda.
I put a nice lady.
A nice
3-1.
lady.
3-1 as we get to
I
our
started
next-
to write Matthew
There,
McConaughey, and I was like, no, that's
Not by my calculation. Sabina has 10 points now. Your fourth question
Wonder who
in
did the sequel.
round number 1 is in the world of family films. And your
Ooh,
question:
okay.
Who plays Gregorio Cortez, father to Carmen and Junie,
Oh.
in the first 3 Spy Kids films?
Spy Kids.
Christian, your little Pikes ever watched the Spy Kids?
Not yet, but I know that.
Oh, you're talking to me now.
I don't know, man. Shark Boy and Lava Girl was superior to
Three.
Spy Kids.
No,
Pens
no,
down, please, and
no,
on.
no.
Antonio Banderas.
Oh no! I put The Rock.
Yes.
I like that answer. We did 4-2 as we get to our
Not
next
his actual name, just The
Antonio
Rock.
and
One
fantasy
point.
sci-fi. Guillermo del Toro directed what 2006 film that includes characters such as Ophelia, the Fawn, and Captain Vidal.
All right.
I think this is
Favorite
earlier.
sci-fi movie is Star Wars, Christian.
No, it's
What is
not. It's a sci-fi fantasy, Mark. Don't do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Sabina.
Pan's Labyrinth?
Pan's
Yep.
Labyrinth.
I just put Labyrinth.
Oh, you're fine, Molly. Molly, you're fine. I'll give that to
Allow
you.
it.
I was
Allow it.
worrying too much about how to spell
Me
Labyrinth.
too.
That's right, Christian. He's also
Doesn't it-
working on a
Doesn't he
perfect
spell it differently?
one. So should Lon get these last 3 questions?
Honestly, I have no
correct, then
idea.
He's going to be asked a bonus question, also worth a point just to him. Your next category is in the world of comedies.
Ha ha ha.
Hmm.
Your question. James Caan plays Walter Hobbs, the biological father to Will Ferrell's buddy, in what film?
Now, Mark, I don't know why this is.
Yeah, I
You're
guess that's
one of my
considered a
close friends,
comedy,
and I look
huh?
for you to succeed in life.
Holiday
When you do
comedy.
comedies and
Yeah.
nobody does anything. It makes me happy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Elf.
And
Oh,
Elf.
I
yes,
put Step Brothers.
Oh,
correct. 6-4. 6-4. And our next question in the realm of horror/thriller. Horror/thriller. Happy Death Day was released
Oh.
in which year?
Ooh.
Christian, I think you'd be a great
That's recent.
roast battler
It's-
because
yeah,
you say an
it's
insult,
recent.
and then when I'm about to retaliate, you just go 5, 4.
5,
Hmm.
4, 3,
Chemistry.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start
2017.
with Sabina.
17?
Is incorrect.
Oh.
Lon
I have 2016.
is also incorrect. Looking for 2017.
Oh,
I know that
One,
because
this
it
is
came
not
out
one.
the same weekend one of my
Still
friends got
2.8,
married.
and he has
I
lost
knew that
opportunity
because
for
they
the
had
perfect round
a
here, Mark. You
maze
get to our
parade
last
at my
question.
first year of
That's right.
Halloween
And your
Haunt
last
at
question in round
at
number 1 for both
Universal
competitors
Horror Nights.
is in the category of animated movies. These are
Ooh.
drawn films. And your question: what comedic actor voices the Pixar character of Mike Wazowski? I can be
And
as
he took
silent
the
as long
offer
as
immediately
Elwood,
because they originally asked him to be Buzz Lightyear, and he
I
said
blew it.
no.
You blew it. 5,
And he said,
and at
"Worst
the end of the day,
career
I'm
move."
glad that he wasn't
2,
Buzz Lightyear.
Me
1.
too.
Pens
Me
down,
too.
please. Lon.
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal.
Oh, I got that one.
That is correct.
Yay!
Billy Crystal.
All right, so 7-5 is the score after the first round of play here. Mark, the managers come in, and we will get to the rules of round number
I have
2.
I have
points.
6.
Billy Crystal, good friend of
5.
Christian, when they go to
3
a pumpkin
points.
patch together.
4.
In round number 2, each competitor gets a spin. at
Wait, how many do you have, Jake?
Doom, Justice,
6.
and Fate. As soon as you settle on a
I missed
category,
Happy Death
you're gonna be
Day
asked
and a
4
Bronx
questions
Tale.
In
I
that
missed a
genre.
Bronx
Each
Tale.
question is worth 2 points. There is no penalty.
I would have
Directed
never
Magic
ever
Mike
guessed a
It's
Bronx Tale.
available in
No,
round
never.
number 2. So if you're not
Never
sure,
Never even heard of it.
ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1 point. And Christian, solid round by both competitors. Lon Harris enjoying a 2-point lead. So the delinquent is going to get to choose whether he would like to spin first or defer to Sabina.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do here is we are going to remove Sam and Sabina. And Winston, you got 60 seconds to decide what you want to do starting now.
First of all, I just want to tell Mr. Mark Ellis that I laugh every time you say comedy. I was here to be like,
Oh, were you joking?
second of all, Lon, I'm going to make a suggestion here that we go first and just go ahead and do that. But I also want to tell you that regardless of what happens, you're really good at stealing. So make sure you apply that.
Hey.
Yes. Cool. Right. I always get away with it, which is the best part. I think I'm going to go second, though.
You want to go second?
I like to hang out and check out the scene.
No shots. You need to promise me something. No shots while you're waiting.
Do it, Lon. Do it.
I mean, 1. We'll cut
It's compromise.
A handle of liquor if you win this match. No shots.
Okay. I agree. Let me just take a long, deep sip of this plain coffee.
And that's the 60 seconds. All right. So now thank you, Winston. We're going to bring you away.
That's great. That is just great.
Right, you're going second. So you're going second. All right. So now we're going to bring back Sam.
I like Mark. Who's just
Sabina.
like, go.
Sam, 50 seconds to talk to Sabina before her first spin. Starting now.
First off, I just want to say great job in round 1. 2-point deficit, absolutely meaningless. Secondly,
I completely blanked on Soderbergh. I just couldn't stop thinking about the bodies and Magic Mike, and I was just like,
see, more important things.
You know, we wrote down the 2 best possible answers. I think they were both correct. I know Mark Ellis does. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to decide whether they're correct or not. But also, I just want to point out, hey, look at Winston and Lon. They're not in lockstep about what strategy. No, you and I. Like this, Sabina. We got this. You got this. Remember, you got all your JTE rules. Okay, I'm ready to smash the challenge button if something sounds weird. I know we talked about what is good on the wheel for us, what's bad on the wheel for us. So I feel great about you going into this round.
All right. Well, with that, that's the 60 seconds.
Hey, sometimes it works out well.
Here is the first spin from
Jake. How's that quality?
It's going to be tough for any manager.
I don't want to touch it because I don't want it to go wacky.
Fair.
And we're going to find ourselves.
Ooh, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy movie. 60 seconds, Sam, to decide what you want to do starting now.
How you feeling, Sabina?
I like to spin again.
Okay.
Going again.
All right, here we go. That was not the 60 seconds, so we didn't need it.
I was so excited.
I know. I was like, I wanted that one.
That would have been interesting, though. That's
You start playing again.
I'm not that excited.
not a ton of movies.
All right. Will be the category.
That's
Thank you,
tough.
Sam. I'm going to drop you out here, and we're going to bring.
Well, I'm not getting any points this round, so.
Neither, Brian.
Yeah.
Lon Harris.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Sabina, you get 4 questions.
I like picking random
questions.
letters and seeing if I get a point from it.
In round number 2 here, in the realm of directors. All right, to make sure that everybody has their hands up, and here you go. Sabina, are you ready?
Yes.
I know. I'm like, that means I'd be like that. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I would just be like,
Fast Food Nation, Bernie, and Last Flag Flying.
I've never heard of it.
Richard Linklater.
Isn't it Linklater?
Richard Linklater.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, David Gordon Green, B,
Wow.
Jeff Nichols, C,
Whatever,
Richard
Jake.
Linklater, D, David O. Russell?
B.
B is incorrect. Lon, the question on the table is who directed the films Fast Food Nation, Bernie, and Last Flag Flying? Is it A, David Gordon Green, B, Jeff Nichols, C, Richard Linklater, D, David O. Russell?
It's Richard Linklater. He also directed Slacker, which is my go-to film.
That is correct. For Lon, here's question 2.
Oh,
Sabina.
so you give me orange?
Catherine
Okay.
Bigelow
Red.
directed
I
the
said it's a red
2012
one. Have a
thriller
red
starring
one.
Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson.
Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson were in the same movie at the same time?
By Catherine Bigelow? Why have I never seen this movie?
Multiple choice.
What
Is
is
it
this
A,
film?
Go, B, K-19,
B.
The Widowmaker, C, The
Saying-
13th
I'll say
Floor,
D.
D, The Minus
The
Man.
Minus Man.
I
19, The Widowmaker. B.
Correct for 1 point.
oh
Nice.
I-
Submarine movie,
no
isn't
idea.
No clue.
Directed and appears
My
in
pen
the
died.
1989 dark comedy, The War of the Roses.
I was being born.
89.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Danny DeVito, B, Michael
Oh.
Douglas, C, Robert Redford?
I'm
D,
going to say
John Waters?
A. No, I'll say B.
I'm gonna
I'll
say
say D.
C.
John Waters. I'm gonna say John Waters.
C.
We literally.
He is incorrect.
Damn it.
Lon, who directed and appears in the 1989 comedy The War of the Roses? Is it A, Danny DeVito, B, Michael Douglas, C, Robert Redford, D, John Waters?
I believe it's Danny DeVito.
That is correct for 1 point. So
Wow.
Lon Harris has seen himself with another steal here, giving himself a 3-point
Jake,
lead.
did you see what Tachyon said?
Final question here,
Yeah.
Sabina.
We can get to that after the round.
I didn't
Yeah.
catch that at all.
1984 sci-fi film did David Lynch direct, starring Ryan McLaughlin?
Dune.
Sure.
Twin Peaks.
Is incorrect. Lon, for
Oh.
my steal. You have
Oh,
what 1984 sci-fi film did David Lynch direct, starring Kyle MacLachlan?
It's a Dune.
Dune for 2 more points is correct. Lon
Oh,
Harris
that
has
was
seen himself
84. Wow.
lead after some big steals here. All right, Sabina, going to drop you out here for the moment. Bring back Winston. Winston, you got 60 seconds to talk to Lon before his spin.
See, Lon, what's so funny? You remember when Sam was all like, "We're not in lockstep." What did I tell you to do? I said, "You are an amazing."
Yeah,
thief.
so Tachyon said
Just
that
steal.
just
And what
during
did you
the
do?
Liam
Stole
Neeson
everything.
question,
You done stole
That's
the
what I do,
rugs,
man.
You done stole
Um,
the pillows. You done stole the
that
television.
2012 was
I am
said
very
instead of
proud of you, sir.
2002,
Mm.
which I didn't catch personally.
Dune
Because
Oh.
on our end,
So, I mean,
I'm
all
reading,
good.
I'm not really listening,
Yeah.
and so I didn't
Well,
catch
let's go ahead
that.
and
But
spin this
that could have
wheel,
maybe played a
and
factor
we'll
into
find a
it.
category you like, and we'll get
Interesting.
more points.
Didn't catch it at
I
all.
told you, if you
I
win,
got
you get a
no
handle of
points in
whatever
that
liquor you want.
You guys are really good at catching Christians.
Where are we done?
I know.
Mistakes and it just.
I imagine.
Brad.
Well,
Have to
I
go,
think
Lon.
it's because some of these,
All right,
most
well,
of
the
them, I
wheel is
imagine,
up.
probably
Here's
watched
the
it
wheel.
earlier.
And here's the
And
first.
so this might be the
Yeah.
second time they're doing it through. They caught it earlier. It was
Lon,
said in the
don't throw
comments
too close to the
earlier.
wheel. I don't know what you're on that's gonna make you trip out.
I want Disney.
I mean, it's not that much ayahuasca. It's
I
the
know.
recommended amount.
Action
All right, you
adventure.
have 60 seconds to decide if you want action
That's a
adventure.
coin
or
toss for me.
adventure.
Yeah. It's a lot of
I
those.
mean, you don't do a lot of action, you do a lot of adventure.
It's sort of an adventure. I think I'm going to spin again.
We should. Yeah.
All right, here you go. Whatever you get here. This is the last spin. And then we will bring Sabina back in. And we see ourselves with
Oh.
90s movie.
90s.
What type of 90s?
Yeah, yeah. Which 90s?
1790. All right.
1890s
All right, Sabina
film.
Graves in here. And now we will get to 90s movies, Mark.
That's right, Christian. These are movies that came out in the 1990s.
There it is.
Lon had that nickname.
Nine.
And it's before time. Your first question, Lon, for 2 points. Who plays Gus Polinski, the polka king of
Oh,
Chicago,
John
in
Candy.
the film Home Alone?
Nice.
I believe it's John Candy.
Nice.
Wow.
I love John Candy.
And
2
Christian, that's
points
a
for
7-point
Molly.
lead for
I
Lon,
miss
so
him.
We could be getting
I
into
miss him.
knockout territory. Before we
Alright.
get there,
Polka, polka,
Lon's next question
polka.
will go to the 1990s for 2 more points.
I didn't know
What
he was in that.
1990s film starring Robert De Niro has Sean Bean as the character
die?
Spence, an English
Die in
firearms specialist dismissed from the team early in the film?
He most definitely dies in it.
Just
That
die
is
in
2
it.
more
Yeah,
points
for
Lon.
that
So right now,
character
Christian,
description just
Lon Harris
screams
has a
I die.
9-point lead with 2 questions left. Now, stealing is still
Of course, that's
on
the match
floor,
that's
so
suggested.
nobody's knocked out just yet. Your next question, Lon. This is your penultimate question in round number 2. That means second to last. So
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. I thought I won a pen if I get it right.
Not yet. That would be the ultimate prize.
what item does Forrest place inside a copy of Curious George in the film
Oh.
Flower? No, 4-leaf clover.
I want to say it's a feather.
I think it's a feather,
Multiple
yeah.
choice.
Is it A, a letter,
Because that's what they. That's like at the
C, a
beginning,
feather,
right? It's
or
like the
D,
feather.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a
Oh
ticket.
yeah,
Oh, it's
I
a
forgot about
feather. See, a feather.
feather.
It is a feather, and Christian, 10 point lead for Lon Harris. And so now it all comes down to this question. Potentially,
And then at the
if
end
Lon
of the
Harris
movie,
gets either a
didn't the
2
feather
or
like
a
fly
1
to the
point
kid with the
correct
bus?
answer, he will have knocked out Sabina Graves in
think
round
so.
number 1. However, if Lon misses or Sabina manages a steal, we're going to round number 3. Here's the question, Lon. Possibly for it all. What 1999 drama stars
Cruel Intentions.
Cruel Intentions.
and Reese Witherspoon?
Yep.
I'd say you both got that.
Yeah.
It's Cruel Intentions.
And your
Wow.
winner by way
Wow.
of knockout, the delinquent.
Oh, sweet.
I got drunken mastered.
Hell
Oh
is
no.
Whitson?
I got it.
Oh
my! Sabina, got in the waiting room for just a moment here. Thank you so much. Hold on one moment. All right,
I mean,
Lon Harris.
Winston
Wow.
delivered the belt to Chandru. He can deliver a handle of liquor to
Yeah.
Lon.
So we see
Wow.
ourselves now. Winston, that's a massive 4 points heading into round number 2 for the delinquent. Obviously, you're very excited here. Tell us
Wow,
about
4
this game.
points.
This right here, this is about delinquent dance. This is
Is
delinquent.
it 4 for a KO?
Out here in these
Or
streets.
3?
He said 4, but
I'm not
maybe
mistaken.
that's wrong. Is it 3?
I think
Oh,
it's 3.
dang.
There you
I was
go.
gonna say that might. Yeah, no. You see, I caught it. I
Well,
caught
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's
So it
four
was
now?
I was
2,
gonna say
it
that
was
that, I
3
think,
for
is
the
first
play-in
second round knockout,
matches.
and then I remembered how our
And then it
Star Wars run
switches to
started.
once the
And so
official
I'm gonna
tournament
take
starts, it
that back,
switches to the
but
3
I am
4-point rule.
Super proud of my
Like
guy.
entertainment Star Wars.
think
Yes,
what we're
exactly.
learning
Got it.
is that apparently people need to stop taking life so seriously because Lon hasn't taken a single thing seriously since this whole season started. So
I'm telling you what, I don't think you are wrong here, Lon. I don't even think you realized you were playing in a trivia contest today.
Now Winston's
I'm sure
drinking.
Out talking
I
movie.
know. I'm sure.
I think he started drinking after round 1.
Be there very soon. So
Yeah.
real quick, now you find yourself in a match here against a former champion or one of these standout rookies that won that play-in match. Any anything that you're looking forward to? in that
I
next match,
think
or you just,
I think
you know,
he's
Rocha
either
or
playing
Adam
Rocha
Collins.
or Adam Collins.
Bring
Yeah,
Sabina back.
Oh, I want to see him play Rocha.
That would be fun.
I know, right?
Okay, it's
I
cool.
don't know if they've ever played each other before.
It'll be fun. It'll be cool. I know that guy. I know that guy Merle. Whatever. He seems like a good dude.
I don't even know if that's all right. You know what? That's
All
fine.
right.
Anything to ask these guys that you're probably not going to get you probably get a better answer out of Winston.
I might, Christian, but now I feel like Winston's
There you
going
go.
down the same rabbit hole as the
35.
delinquent because of this win. I guess I'll
Wow.
ask
Is it
Lon
swag,
Harris, whoever
corruption,
wants to
Finstock?
be mature and answer
swag-
this query, is that
cor-
you did
swag
advance to
Finstock
round number 2,
corruption
so we have to deal with
officially,
you again.
because Finstock has
Is
2 more
there
KOs
any
than
sort of maybe
corruption
desire
does.
Oh, I forgot that the
care to
championship
clean
match
yourself
just
up a
happened.
little bit
Yeah.
to
Got
shave
it.
before round number 2?
I mean,
go ahead, Lon. I was gonna say.
yeah, like you got to go with what works, man. Like I used to really, try and like shower and like, take care of myself. And what good did it do me? How
That's
far
what-
did I get? Not far at all. And look at me now.
I agree with him.
Look at me
you
now.
think the lucky draws when you keep winning at Vegas. No, for the entire week-long trip that you're there, you wear the same draws. You don't shower. You don't.
Oh,
stop drinking,
goodness.
You don't do nothing.
You're talking about a
continue to
week.
roll the dice.
Winston, we're talking about 6 months here. Anyway, all right, listen. So
Ah,
I mean, I have changed my drawers like a few times. Like let's not go.
and I'm-
Few.
Have more underwear than the ones
handful.
you're wearing.
I mean, they're not mine, but
didn't-
they're
ah,
not the ones I'm wearing.
I didn't think so. All right. Well, congratulations to
Oh,
Lon
goodness.
Harris. We look forward to finding you somewhere else in the next match. Winston, congratulations with swag. 4 big points here. Final score 18-6. See you in the second round, my friend.
Deuces.
All right, bringing back here Sabina Graves and Sam. It was tough one here. Lon was playing really good here, Sam, and had he's kind of unpredictable at the moment, but Sabina comes in here and you don't know what you're going with Lon Harris. But how do you feel about the overall match there, Sabina?
I feel like I got like drunken mastered. No, it was fun though. Yeah, I just after the David Lynch Dune question, I like my brain just immediately associated them with like the biggest thing, and then, well,
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah, Sam, you've been on the other side of that. You've seen it happen there.
I
Before.
like to see a lighthearted
on the
loss.
Look,
Me too.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
you know, the mean fans are going to look at this and say dumb things.
In these
but
tournaments, that is
this
rarely the
The
case.
fact of the matter is, anyone can have an unlucky Schmodown match.
Yep.
The name Dan Merle comes to
I was
mind.
gonna say Dan
Any
Merle had
player
one.
on any given day can have their best game or their not so best game. And, you know, obviously, my guess is if we had offered Sabina a third spin in round 2, she probably would have taken it. And that's just the way it is. But this in no way diminishes the way I value her as a player, as a member of the Usual Suspects. Damn proud to have her. And no matter what, we got shots in at John Roca and JTE today. So
That's why Sam's the best.
That's great.
That's a
It's
huge
by
win
no
for us.
means not discouraging. I really want to get to a third round someday. You know, like I'm here for my
Go
love
back and
movies,
compete.
not necessarily like to have it be quantified by my knowledge. Because at the end of the day, we're just like learning what we might not previously have known. So I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you are. Go ahead, Mark.
I would encourage everybody to judge Sabina on the quality of her shirt because that is one great.
That
It's
is
pretty
that is
bomb.
great.
Shirt. So Sabina, my question though is, you're a writer, you're a director, you're a story coordinator, you're currently a head writer on a show. Are you just too successful and thriving in life to compete
Are you
with
just
somebody
too
like Lon
successful?
Harris, who just, let's face it, has nothing going on?
My brain is so inundated with horror right now that's also why my brain was jumping to those places. Like I've it's been a while since I've been able to do things like this and have fun. I mean, not that my job isn't fun; it is very fun. But getting to like jump back into this Schmodown family is always a joy.
Well, we're happy to have you
yay.
back. Thank you, Sabina. Look forward to seeing you again here. Sam, a couple more matches coming up for you here in the tournament. So good luck to all, and we'll see you next
Thank
time.
you. Is Winston still here?
Yeah, I can bring him in.
Oh
Hold on one
goodness,
second.
what's gonna happen?
Oh no.
Look, I know I was joking around and stuff before. Things aren't going so well for the Suspects. Is that job as your pool boy still available? Because
Oh Jesus.
Actually, I'm very excited. It's a pool that I live in a
Yeah.
complex where there's hella kids, so there's a lot of pee. So I could definitely use your help.
Oh God.
here in an hour.
All right.
Awesome.
Already. All right.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you
that was
guys.
funny.
Really appreciate it. Once again, Sabina, pleasure as always. See you on the next one.
Bye.
All right, Mark,
Well,
it has begun. The tournament has begun, and it starts off.
What a way to start the
Um,
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
And I will say that to echo what Molly said about taking a lighthearted loss, even Sam did it too as a manager, and you don't ever see
Yeah.
managers do that either. Like that's very, very rare to see that
Mhm.
as well. If Mr. Yakavetta is watching, you might have to make a couple different overlays for us with names switching
I
around.
know.
Um,
Now we're all backwards.
But yeah, I mean, look, Lana's been playing this way for a while. He's been doing it with Final Exam, obviously, this year. Sticking him with Paul seems to work, and sticking him in the delinquent character seems to have worked. He seems like someone who people should really be nervous about when they come across and play.
Yeah. Yeah. Always
Yeah,
be
he-
scary of the guy who looks like he's carrying a pocket knife in his back shoelace, Like, watch out for those guys.
He has like
I re-
such a wealth of knowledge, just
Yeah.
all across the board too, and like all different kinds of stuff. Like I would be curious to see what his weakness really is on the wheel.
Yeah, and we saw it in the team stuff. I mean, how many players have we seen be very confident in stuff like Adam Sandler? Like that's very rare
Yeah.
in this type of competition when it gets to like the seriousness of it.
Mhm.
And so if he has that kind of outside knowledge, that can play in his favor big time. Brian, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, who knows? Maybe Sabina, if she could have played against someone that wasn't like Lon, who is, I mean, Lon could go on and win this whole thing. He's one of those players like that. If you pick him to win the whole thing, I wouldn't doubt you or be surprised.
I feel like Lon is kind of like the new Andraco, where it's like, who's the best player who hasn't won a belt yet?
It's a good comparison.
I think it's Lon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, he's been doing great. So, I mean, it's hard to see a lot. There's a lot of people that I could see and agree with you if you pick him to win the whole thing. Now, his next round is not going to be an easy one because he's either going to have Adam Collins, who did really well, or he's going to have Roca. And if it's him and Roca, oh God, I could only imagine like the seriousness of Roca versus the homelessness of Lon. So it could be interesting. It could be very interesting. Lon does not have an easy path to get to the championship, though, if he does go that way. So,
yeah, it's. I mean, we don't have the exact second round matchups, obviously, but if it is a Lon versus Roca, that's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, second round matchup you can think of, and that's going to be very fun to see. But yeah, I mean, really great start for Swag. Obviously, they fell out of the top spot and they got back in it with Lon's win here. There's obviously over the next 5 weeks, there's going to be a ton of shakeups over the next month and a half or so. We're going to see flipping and flopping all over the place. And that continues tomorrow with our match. So for now, I think that unless anybody else has anything else other to say, I mean, Sabina played great as well. I mean, we don't want to short her either.
I want to see more of her.
Come back.
Yeah. And I didn't know that she was a show writer and a director and stuff. I had no idea, which obviously is a testament to what kind of knowledge she does have in film. So
yeah. I mean, with the schedule, and if she's doing all those things, I can only imagine her schedule and trying to fit this on top of it. So yeah.
I love seeing people who just want to play this game and have fun and like want to be a part of it, you know?
Yeah.
So, props to her.
Yes. Come back, Sabina. We want to see you play again.
I'm sure she'll be back. I'm sure she'll be back. I bet you Christian has a soft spot for her too. Just as a player, because we don't get many players like her as far as having fun and stuff like that. So.
And give her a nickname. Everyone needs a nickname.
Yeah, you got to bring her back to give her a nickname for sure.
Give her a nickname.
Okay, well, Brian, real quick, who do you guys have in the pay-per-view matches Friday? We'll talk about it on Thursday. We'll talk about it on Thursday on our reaction. That's going to be, that'll be the day before. We'll discuss it then. You're going to see a lot of us this week. Obviously, we have reactions going up every single day because there's matches every single day. There's 2 on Wednesday, and we're still figuring out that one. But you'll see us every single day here tomorrow. I will not be able to make it on, and so you'll see Molly, Jill, and Brian doing a reaction to Paul Preston and Eric Zipper, which I'm so bummed I'm not going to be able to do a reaction with you guys with.
You're missing?
Here's the sucky part. I've missed 2 Den matches 2 weeks in a row.
How dare you?
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's just how the cards fall. It's just how the card has fallen this week, which is unfortunate. And so you'll see the 3 of them tomorrow on that reaction. And then for Wednesday, like I said, we're still figuring out as far as the doubleheader how it's going to work. But I know Jill's going to end up missing that one. So you'll see myself, Molly, and Brian on that one. And then Thursday, the 4 of us will be back at it for the reaction to Brendan Meyer and Alonso Duralde, which is that one. So a lot of big matches this week. A lot of big matches. The first round, obviously, we saw the bracket. The first round is big. We have the final play-in match between Sabrina Ramirez and Vinny Mancuso. And so look out for all of us. So, and a good point here by D-Train. Kevin Smith is on the SEN Live tomorrow. Really cool.
Tomorrow.
That is really, really cool. So, Star Drew, whatever.
I'll take it from
Brian, you know what? Whatever. You guys can, whatever.
I am personally revoking your Den card.
Oh, goodness.
That's fine.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up our reaction for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. All the 40 plus people who have been in here checking out the reaction. That was fun. As always, some plugs for us. Follow us on Twitter at SchmodownPOV. We're not just teasing the videos that are coming for us, but we're also interacting with players and managers and and all that type of stuff. So you guys can follow us there. You guys can, that also has our schedule for everything coming up as well. If you didn't hear beforehand, we do have a Streamlabs available for commenting. If you feel up to it, to donating to the show and supporting the show, it is in the description below. And so you can click there, send some questions in, and we'll have them for our Sunday show. And then, so check us out tomorrow on our reaction, where you'll see these three doing some fun shenanigan reactions. So for now, this is A Certain Point of View. For Molly, Jill, Brian, and myself, we thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you guys next time.